finally closed.
Meeting that we have. Like, the rest of everything's just been super stressful because I mean this revolves around money too, like picking our finishes and whatnot, but we have a pretty good idea nailed down as to what we want.
It's just the fun part about it.
What are you excited about? Like,
Seeing
most excited about?
All coming together, getting the layout, because we haven't really seen much of what we've done and picked out.
No, like, you just pick the finish. So far, we've just like picked the finishes and seen like what it did to the price, but we haven't really seen a whole lot of it come together.
Basically a quote.
Yeah, quotes, numbers, the scary stuff and stressful stuff. So hopefully today, like, if we can't see it in person, hopefully they can like help draw something up digitally so that we can see our design choices all tied together. But this will be like hopefully a little taste of what our home's gonna look like. Super stoked.
We getting a home.
Oh, 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 oh. Colors meeting is complete. It was better seeing things out like that. Like, she brought everything out on the display. We made decisions that I didn't think that we would have made had we not seen everything out in the studio like that. Like, if you asked us what color carpet we were picking, we wouldn't have picked the one that we picked today had we not seen them all out together.
Not at all.
But we've got 1 week until our pre-con meeting.
Yeah,
there were things that I was like intimidated by. I mean, right off the rip, from like the exterior, we thought that we had that pretty much ironed out. All we had to do was say, go off the model, but there wasn't really
a model to go off of. Which was kind of weird. You would think they would have used all their stuff, but
yeah, they did a mock-up of a home without using like their colors of their materials. They just kind of poofed it out of thin air. Which is fine. Like, whenever we see it, it's not going to be what we expect, but it'll be like more unique, and it'll be cool whenever we see it finished with the colors that we picked. We did try and do it pretty close to what the model was. Yeah, the next time we do anything, it'll be the pre-con meeting in a week, and after that, nothing really changes. We've got to make one more phone call to financing and iron out our details for, you know, like cash to close versus mortgage and what's carried over. After that, pre-con, then we're done. Like, we don't really get to make any changes after that. It's breaking ground, doing diligence on our end to get the utilities brought in, the driveway cut in, and that's it.
yeah,
Exciting.
we make a pretty good team, buddy.
Just finished up on the pre-construction meeting, the last meeting that we have, you know, to finalize the
stressful.
Everything was stressful with color reading because it seemed like we were uncovering like a lot of unknowns that we didn't really understand why they were unknowns.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of back and forth with like the elevation, the exterior of the house, and what finishes needed to happen there. We kind of nipped all those this morning with the wrap and the trim and everything. So hopefully the exterior of the house turns out what we want it to look like.
Yeah.
I guess really the only stressful thing that we have to deal with now is breaking ground and hopefully not running into any crazy issues when we break ground. But after that, it should be pretty smooth sailing. I guess on our end, we just got to figure out all the utilities. We're gonna get the well drilled, driveway cut in, propane electric set up, have somebody come in, tie into the septic, and yeah, the rest should be in Schumacher's hands.
Yep. We are signing off.
Yeah, super stoked. Come on, we're building a house. Let's go.
We need a drink.
Give me a dance. Give me a building a house dance. Getting ready to mow, but I thought it was time to do another little update. Some time has passed and some things have happened since Brooke and I have last talked to you guys. And really it's just been like a lot of waiting and tying up some loose ends. We had to get through the final closing. We did get the house staked off finally. We did get the well marked where it's going to be drilled, and now we're just kind of waiting for the driveway to be cut in, and then once we get the driveway cut in, then they can get the cement trucks out so they can break ground. We also need to have the driveway cut in so that the trucks can get back here to finish our electric. There's some transformers that need replaced, and then they have to bring the service down behind the house. So there's a couple things that need to happen before we can break ground, and that is all dependent on the weather and having the driveway cut in. So a lot of things have to cooperate on our end to finally break ground. Other than that, it was just like a lot of personal and financial info going back and forth with the mortgage company. Multiple times we had to submit like pay stubs, tax returns, bank statements, things like that to show like proof of funds and whatnot. Here's the house behind me, all staked off. It's pretty cool to see it and have a better idea of, you know, where the house is going to be and how big it's going to be and how big each room's going to be. So the quote's final, the design's final, the money is down, the wire has went through, like we're committed at this point. Now we just need to break ground, hold our breath until that's done and over with. Once the foundation is poured, I'll be a little bit more excited. I know Brooke's excited right now anyways, but I'm still stressing, I'm still nervous. I just want the foundation poured so that we don't have any issues and we can move forward and be excited about finishing our home build. So the next time I see you guys, we will either be cutting in the driveway or the driveway will probably be finished. Not finished, rough driveway, construction driveway. Just cut in base. See you guys at the driveway. Pulling into our driveway. Here we are. We have a driveway. What do you think?
Crazy.
She's excited. probably last problem so far with the build. We got a nasty rainy day today, but you can kind of see the soil here, they're saying is mostly fill. Now, I don't know if that came from digging the pond and all of this fill was just pushed to the side, and that's what we're digging through here. I mean, I came here yesterday and obviously none of this water was sitting here, but the ground seemed pretty hard. And the builder and the soil guys, I mean, they seem concerned, but not overly concerned. So I'm gonna summarize this for somebody who knows nothing about building houses or excavation or anything like that in general. But from what I understand, this area right here is about 4 foot wide. And this is, you know, where your footers go in. And then after that, you know, your poured walls. For these footers, they want them to dig out a 4 foot wide bucket section about 2.5 feet deeper, and then backfill that with 1s and 2s and then 57s on top, and then put your footer on top of that. It's giving it a new, more compact, more stable base for the footers to go on. And with that, the soil techs, the engineers will put a stamp on it, and that will keep our warranty for the foundation intact. That way it covers the builder and covers us also. So a little bit of a setback money wise, kind of sucks. That kind of ties up our safety net that we had in place, but hopefully, you know, moving forward there's not as many unknowns, so hopefully we won't have any issues after the foundation's poured, after the basement's done. It's had time to sit here and cure. After that, we're just building up, and hopefully we don't have any issues. Check it out. We are totally backfilled. Materials have been delivered. Pocket door frames, posts for the basement. Got some sheathing, some lumber. Trusses are chilling. Hit the camera. Don't know how they did that. It's bricky. All the material, some 6x6s. Everything is totally backfilled. Starting framing tomorrow. All this backfill actually turned out really good. They smoothed it out on the sides. See it's a cold joint there. Hopefully we don't have any issues with any of those in the future. I think there's another one on this side you can kind of see. But anyways, got it smoothed out there where the downspouts go. You can see the downspouts poking up from the grade here. All our downspouts are underground. Pretty steep decline here in the back. Hopefully we have the means to bring in some extra fill and topsoil and get that leveled out a little bit better. Orange stakes are where the porch is. I believe that orange stake is marking where the septic will go out there, be tied in. But all the backfill, it really kind of shows you like how big the house is gonna be now, and you know how everything's gonna be on the exterior, and it's kind of cool to see. There's the garage. And yeah, so framing starting tomorrow, and should be pretty cool to see. Another cold joint right there. Framing started today. We got the garage framed in, the floors are in, the walls are built. They're ready to go up tomorrow, I believe. And then the porch is framed in. Let's come take a look. We did upgrade this door size to an 18 by 8 door. I believe standard was 16 by 7. Got the man door framed in here on the side of the garage. Let's walk in. Boom, we got floors. Gotta get up there. There's the opening for the basement stairs. Got the joist down there, all the support for the basement, for the living space floors. Again, that is the entrance landing. We've got the wall built here, it looks like, for the front. That'll be the front of the great room. Big window there. And then it looks like they've got the wall built for the back where the kitchen is. That'll be a patio door. And then we've got the porch area built, framed in. Just need the decking. This will be covered eventually, so we'll have roof there to match and all that. They got the exterior wall built on that side also. Just got to get that pushed up and hung. Rest of the lumber's chilling out here, just waiting to be hung. Pretty cool to see it all. Brooke is excited.
We have a house!
Come on, look at that. I can't zoom, I'm trying to drive. She's taking shape.
It's so big!
Come on, come on inside our house.
They built us.
Boom.
So this is how you get into our house right here. This will be here forever.
This is the barn style entrance. Walk the plank.
Oh
Laundry room,
God.
right? Laundry room.
Yep, this is the laundry room.
Foyer.
Then foyer.
Front door. Oops. Front door, foyer.
Oh my God, we can go in the basement.
Downstairs to the basement.
You want to?
The stairs are in. Going down there. I think we should lock her down there. Coat closet. Yeah, right? This is coat closet.
Yeah.
And then into the great room with a big picture window.
This guy turned around and
Zoom out here. Big picture window. Vaulted ceilings. So this is great room, dining, kitchen. Back patio door slider out to the covered porch. Very cool. Let's backtrack here real quick. This is the master bedroom. Big window. We have this big of a window back here?
I guess.
Dang.
I didn't think we had that big of a window.
It's kind of nice. Closet. Master closet there.
So what are you thinking, bed here?
Man, master closet could be a wee bit bigger, am I right? But we do have a pocket door here too, so they'll put the pocket door frame in here. That'll save some space. You won't have like a door that swings out at least, swings in, taking more space up. So that'd be cool.
This is bathroom.
This is our master bath. Again, not huge, right? Mm-hmm. This will be the shower back here, right? Shower, sink, toilet. About all you got room for. No room for activities in the master bath. That's okay though. Ooh, pantry for the kitchen.
Pretty nice.
Good sized pantry. Spare bath. Office number 1. Spare bedroom. This is gonna be my office. So
Yeah, nice view.
rate the view here. This is gonna be my view. Okay, little closet there. Again, we got the bathroom. And then this is gonna be Brooke's office. Closet there. And this view. Which one do you guys like more? Drop it in the comments below. Check it out. Framing, interior and exterior is pretty much done. Finished up on the gables, trusses today. Getting the paper down on the roof, and we'll probably finish up and clean up today, and then the next crew will be in. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get this camera set up so that I can get a good time lapse. And it hasn't been working in our favor. Our first storm.
Oh man, I wanted to fish.
What a mess. Hey Brooke, look. Your twin's here. The dumpster. Putting our thinking caps on as far as the electrical goes. We meet with the electrician next week and we have to decide where everything's gonna be. So if we want extra outlets, if we have a preference on where cables go and whatnot, we need to indicate that this week. So we're out here trying to map out where all the outlets and where all the lights and everything like that should go. Obviously the electrician probably has an idea, but we're not too excited about it. It's hard to know where things should go whenever the house isn't staged and finished. Like, we're guessing, but we don't know for sure. So hopefully we don't screw up too bad.
Hopefully the electrician has some ideas.
Yeah, because we're wanting to put like outlets where our TVs are going to be out in the wall. I mean, if we screw up, we could cover those with like a picture frame or something. Like, it's not the end of the world, but we want it to be ideal. We're mapping these out, looking at the blueprints, and hopefully we'll be prepared for this meeting this week. They also framed in like the pocket doors for the pantry and the master closet over there, which there's that pocket door frame. Our beams came for the porch. Cedar beams for the back porch. I think we are going to have to stain this back porch. It should still get soffit and everything to match, but we'll be responsible for the wood. And they took out like the braces for the trusses. I don't really know the science behind all that, but they are gone now. So I believe framing's done. I think we got some shower stuff delivered as well. Some of the fixtures for like the tubs in the shower. Figure out where all the outlets are going yet?
No.
We had progress. We didn't even know.
We got a door, windows.
We got a door. We got, oh, not there. There, windows. Door's white right now. It's gonna be black. They still have to paint it. Hardware's on it. Our trail camera didn't pick up anything. So we're surprised to come here and see that this progress was done. We didn't really think they worked today. Our man door is framed in. I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you guys. It's dark, so we gotta turn the flash on. Man door frame here in the garage. Don't really know what else we're about to see here. We got the dryer vent. Here's our door. That's gonna be black. Look at that.
That looks nice.
The windows all framed in there.
And
Patio door framed in.
Listen how quiet it is now.
Slides the other way.
It does.
It's locked, I think. Ho, 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 ho. Vents. More windows. Is that our pocket door? No.
That's our screen door. Yeah, to the patio, I think.
Well, I'll be darned. We got windows everywhere. Sweet. Little update. Plumbing's here. If you look through the wall, you can see the master bath shower pan The Vicryl base is in. Water's roughed in for every room that it needs to be. Met with the electrician today. Had a couple hour meeting. Staging lights, switches, outlets, all of that. We did decide to do some can lights outside in the soffit. We're gonna do 2 ceiling fans out here on the patio, which I think will be pretty cool. We did over and under the cabinet lighting in the kitchen. We do have cameras where they need to be and the doorbell where it needs to be. Yeah, as far as progress goes, that's about it, other than they did the tub and the spare, which I'm pretty happy with. It's got shelves on both sides, so we don't have to worry about that. It's kind of cool. All the rough-ins are pretty much done as far as plumbing. Electrical rough-ins will get done tomorrow. If we look downstairs real quick, you can kind of see the rough-ins for the plumbing. They dug those out and set them. For the sump pump also. Furnace was already here. Rough-in plumbing, rough-in plumbing, rough-in plumbing for the bath, spare half bath downstairs. We'll have a sink and a toilet down there, and that's about it. In daylight, you can see now. Windows, door needs painted still. Got the roofing material up and in place. Placement for the AC unit. Oh, we have water spigot there also. Back porch, cedar beams are there. Window framed in. Sliding patio door is there. Picture window on the master. All black framed. Super excited for this area back here. It's gonna be pretty cool. And then the front, we're gonna throw a couple can lights in the soffit. We're gonna upgrade our, what are those lights called by the garage? Carriage lights? Is that what they're called? And do 2 on the door instead of 1. We'll do 2 on each, or 1 on each side of the garage. And like I said, can lights, and then we'll have receptacles for cameras for security, and we'll get our Ring doorbell wired in also. The house has shingles. We went with a more colored dimensional shingle. There's a little bit of color to it, kind of hard to see on the video. Predominantly dark. I'm kind of wondering right now, that drip edge is white. Pretty sure that drip edge is supposed to be black. We'll find out. Because they'll have to redo that if that's the case. Anyways, prepped for concrete. Yeah, I don't know. There might be more of a trim finish. We don't build houses for a living, but if I had to guess, I remember seeing a box and it said drip edge in it, and I know for a fact our drip edge is supposed to be black. So, anyways, prepped for concrete. Supposed to pour early next week. Front porch, garage, and basement, more than likely. Electric, roughed in. This is the project for this week. So the next time you see us, our buddy Trevin will be out here, and then Chris and myself are going to run conduit and 4/0 URD from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen, and then we'll go up the pole. The idea is if you put it in conduit, something happens to it, you don't have to dig it all back out. You can just pull the wire and replace the wire. And I'm not an electrician, but Chris is really, really good at this stuff. He's might as well be an electrician. I'm trying to sneak in the back door. Pause. But yeah, so we're gonna try and bust that out in a day. After that, called and scheduled for the well, so hopefully that gets drilled soon. And then we do need to insulate the garage. That's on us. Got the ladder, all the conduit, back of the truck. We got the long sweeping 90s. We got the weatherhead and some straps in there also. Concrete guys here finishing up. Looks like they got the pour done in the garage. He's brooming the porch now. Here's the unit getting delivered so that we can trench that hole for the electric line. We got 3-inch conduit we got to run from utility pole to the house. Trevin and Chris will be here a little bit later this evening. We'll knock that out. Taking a 3-foot trench for the electrical conduit. It's gonna go from this pole all the way up to the corner of the house. Run it in that conduit and to the service box over there. Didn't really film an update today, but we did some work. Chris came back and helped Brooke and I pull that wire through there up by the transformer. You see the black and the yellow wire. It's a 3-wire 4-aught URD. Went through the conduit. There's the trench that Trevin dug up to the meter. So the electric is done. Just have to wait for the company to come back and tie in. Everything on our side's done. Concrete guys came back today and cut. Whoever was on the saw was really talented. Nice, straight, clean cuts. Other than that, we're waiting on siding to go on. Waiting for that drip edge to be replaced. Needs to be black instead of white. Brooke's feeding the fish at sunset. It's a good day. We are almost at the land. Our house got sided today. Stoked to see it.
Yeah.
We kind of got a sneak peek. The only thing that needs to change still is that drip edge.
It looks freaking good.
It looks good. Oh, it does look good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There she
Like they
is.
stained anything.
Doesn't look like they what?
Stained it.
I can't tell. It looks raw to me.
It literally looks like the garage.
Talking about the gables, we're not too sure if. I don't think they were stained. I think it's still raw, waiting for stain. We couldn't remember the stain choice that we had. And we were really concerned that this was gonna have like too much of an olive hue rolling up on it. I dig it. I think it looks sweet. Let's check her out. The drip edge sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Needs fixed, will be fixed. But the vertical siding looks killer. Doesn't that look good?
Yeah. It doesn't even have any olive to it, I feel like.
No, I mean, if you want it to look green, it looks green, but I don't think it takes a green look initially. All the wrapping for the garage, soffits in. Yeah, the drip edge is buzzkill. Drip edge is buzzkill right now, guys. Come on, let's get that fixed. Did they put the horizontal siding up? Yeah, they did. What's up? She's sided. Man, would have been sweet to see it with the correct drip edge. Also, this was funny. So they can wrap the doors in color match, but they can't wrap the windows in color match. Our electric that we ran yesterday. What do you think?
Oh, it's freaking good. What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah, you too. Oh yeah, look at the back porch.
Yeah.
That looks nice.
Soffits all in underneath the porch too. Yeah, I'm happy with the color now. we were sure about it when we picked it, and then we became unsure. Yes. Menards trip, looking for lights. We picked out some stuff. We got some lights for the outside of the front door and the outside of the garage door. Got our ceiling fans for the back patio. We went kind of cost efficient. So many options. Next we have to do what? What else do we have to get?
We need pendant lights and we need insulation.
Oh yeah, we gotta look for insulation. We gotta get the garage insulated next week. We're on a timeline. Time to insulate the garage. Getting her fluffed out, measure out a few pieces, get started tonight. And do all the 2x4 walls, the 2x6s they'll do. We're responsible for all of this if we want it done. And we do, so we're gonna. What you gotta say about that R13?
Ready to work.
R13, baby! What you know about it? Here's what we did last night. We got pretty much this whole wall done. That stud right there, that was not 16 on center. They went a little bit wider, so we're gonna have to get creative there. And there is the R19. So I'd say next thing is probably the electric will get hooked up, but they won't finish the electric yet. They will come in and drywall. It looks like it's ready for drywall. And then the drywallers will finish and paint. You know, leading up to that point of that being finished, we need to get the siding team back out here because your boy just wants to talk. Not too proud of the craftsmanship. There's some things that need fixed outside. And I'll show you guys. The first thing is, how come all these seams pretty much line up right here? Like, are you not? And there's a couple that are staggered, but same thing on the other side of the house. It's like all these seams just line up with one another. You know, they dressed this pretty nice right here. But what is it? Like, what are we doing here? And that doesn't look great. I don't really know what the game plan is there. Same deal here with this dryer vent or whatever. A white dryer vent, crooked, busted. This soffit back here, they used a bunch of staples instead of black screws. Not entirely happy about that. We still have yet to resolve the other issue. We're like 2 weeks in now to our initial conversation. And we still have not, like I said, have not resolved that. Look at all these seams that line up. And then they magically start staggering at the top. Like this doesn't bug me quite as much. It's just kind of the point. It's like, dude, what were they doing? These dents on the aluminum. And that window looks terrible. Some areas in the soffit where they use staples instead of black nails. Really liking the front door. Good choice on the front door. There's a ding on that window too. On the left side. I'm really liking the siding color. Don't love the drip edge. I think those gables still need stained also. It's coming along. I think our freaking insulation job's better than them. Look, we went in, stapled on the inside. I mean, sheesh, that R13 might do better than that R19. Crazy. All right, it's time to mow, y'all. Peace. We have a garage door. Meeting with the contractor in the morning, probably to discuss the fate of all of the remedies that need to take place, everything that needs fixed from the siding company, as well as the issues that we had before. Wish us luck. Stay tuned. We've got some geese to get rid of. Look at all these guys. Check that bad boy out. Drill rig extended. I don't know how long this process takes, but I think I'm gonna sit here and watch. Drill, baby, drill. We're getting towards the end of that cylinder there to drill. I don't know if that's 100 foot. I'm hoping we hit water, and I hope we hit clean water. Every foot after the estimate's like $30. Fingers crossed. The way he described it is, you know, we're kind of down in the valley, whereas that house like up there on the hill is on top of the valley, and they might hit rock before we will here. So they're gonna have to pump out some of this mud, mix it so that it can pull the rest of the mud up. It's kind of how I understood it. So that's gonna happen here. And then hopefully the rest will be pulled the center here. They expected it a little bit tougher than a normal drill, I guess, or a little bit different than a normal drill. Still hoping that everything goes as planned. All right, we just finished mowing. The well is in on the left side of the house there. Gotta wait for them to come back and set the pressure tank, go through the wall, do all the plumbing, determine, you know, water quality, and see if we need a softener or what type of softener they recommend. A guy named Tyler's here doing stonework right now. And yeah, so front of the house should be looking pretty different here within the next couple of days. Stonework starting. These guys will be dressed up. Got this started pretty well. Siding company comes back this week. Checking out some things right now to take note for the siding company. And drywall should get started soon too. Stay tuned. We've got some progress to show. All this stonework finally taking shape. It's looking good. Show you a bigger view here. What do you think of the stonework, Brooke?
It's doing good.
Looks pretty. It's got some character to it. Excited to see that all done, especially with the porch. I think the porch is going to tie it all together. And then we'll have our cedar posts in there, wrapped with the stone from the ground up. I think to about right here maybe. And then inside, we've got drywall. Space is taking shape. Brooke's pumped. I think she's liking seeing the space. Ceiling is in. Very cool. Got our can lights cut out. The vaulted is in. Master is hung. Almost all the way hung. Still got a couple more pieces to cut and hang. The outlet cut out for our TV. Outlets all around. Outlets for the in-stands. And a king bed if we have any money left over. Bathroom is pretty much all drywalled. Use the shower board there. I'm actually pumped to see the shower. It doesn't look very big on video, but in person it's
pretty.
it's looking bigger than what I expected. And I was nervous about it. Yeah, you would think that it should be blue on both sides. I don't know. Something to ask. Good eye. Closet's done. Brooke says she gets this side. Not a chance. I'm fighting her for it. Bathroom still needs drywalled. They did the ceiling. Brooke's office, all drywalled in. And I'm liking I know the closets aren't very deep, but they're actually pretty good size for spare bedrooms. If we don't have enough storage in our master closet, like you said, we could switch like seasons switch out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like put the winter stuff in our closet during the winter, trade out type of deal. Same deal here. This is gonna be my studio / workspace. I don't know if I told you guys this the last time. It's dark, but they did put the furnace on blocks. A floor drain for the AC there. Brooke's saying they did something. That must be the brains of it for the thermostat.
Whatever that stuff is.
Because it's got the same wire that the thermostat does. When we see you guys again, hopefully the rest of the drywall will be hung, and maybe we'll wait for an update whenever they start mudding. Because it would be cool to see them mud. Right after they mud, they're going to paint, and then boom, we'll have cabinets come in, templates come in. It'll be cool. So, peace out. We have drywall hung. Pretty much all of the drywall is finished being hung today. Just needs mudded, sanded, painted. Flashlights on right now. Drywall really gives you a sense of the space. Another look at my studio, where I'm probably actually editing and finishing this video that I'm recording right now, if I had to guess. Here's Brooke's office space. Take you guys, pantry, back patio, master, closet. Pretty much the only other new thing to show you guys is the siding company did come back and address some of the issues. All this soffit was tore down and replaced. Had staples in it before, now it's hung with black nails. Might be a couple of them that need touched up here and there, but much better than it was before. I'm gonna try and jump down here without breaking an ankle. Oh. Dryer vent replaced. It was white before and cracked and crooked. Same deal here, dressed with siding color, which is the way that you would think that it would have been done to begin with. I feel like whenever you're building something new, like you just want it done right the first time. It is what it is. The siding, the horizontal siding, they took this off and staggered it. Can't wait to see this deck done so we can enjoy it when we come out here and see what's going on. This side, again, all of those seams were lining up before. Now they're all staggered. Looks much better. The well is done. It's capped off. We're just waiting for them to come back and set the pressure tank, softener if we need it. We're probably gonna need it. And then the hot water tank. In the front here, the siding company also replaced this window wrap that was dented. I can still see a ding on that one, but we'll see what happens. Stone is done. The mason stayed here and put in a late day so that he could get things done and not have to come back tomorrow on his Friday. Looks great. I mean, there's a couple like little nicks and stuff in the concrete that was poured, but he had to cut this to be able to fit these like monuments, if you will, in there. So, I mean, it is what it is. Whenever you cut in the concrete, I'm sure things can chip and break. That's what concrete does. It gets hard, it breaks. So the stonework looks really good. I'm happy with it. The ledge looks good. It serves a good point of contrast. The stone looks great. I'm happy with that. Replace that window wrap also. Replace this soffit here, again with the black nails instead of the staples. So next will be mudding, sanding, and painting drywall. Next week they're gonna come and set the pressure tank and all that stuff, put the pump inside the well. Still have a couple small things to do on our end. Propane, we need to shop that. We need to have Jesse come back and tie the septic in for us. Other than that, it should get pretty exciting after this point. We'll come back and do an update whenever the walls really look like walls. So until then, we're gonna enjoy the rest of the night, watch our fish eat, and chow down on some pizza. Another mow day, another little update. Really just liking our porch. I mean, there's room here to sit a chair, watch the pond during feedings. We talked about doing something cool here, like maybe some river rock or maybe some pavers and a bench or something. That'd be kind of cool. Boom, we got a new man door. Yesterday, they mudded a lot. This door is gonna be painted black also to match the other one. Anyways, here's a good look at the space with the drywall hung and mudded. They might have a little bit more mudding to do before they sand and paint. Not too entirely sure. Yesterday, it looked like they pretty much had everything mudded. After this, they should sand and paint. I'm thinking we should see the island go in soon, probably before paint. I could be wrong there though. But all of these rooms are really starting to come together. It's awesome to see everything get, its separation, make the room feel like a room. Super pumped to see all of our fixtures go in and the kitchen become a kitchen, flooring go in. And, we're on the downstretch. We only have like a month and a half left of construction, I believe. So stuff's really gonna move after this drywall gets done. Our contractor said originally that the drywall is like a 2-ish week process, start to finish. All right, I gotta get back on the mower. Next update will more than likely be paint. Crazy to think, looking at this house the way that it is right now, that we could possibly be moving stuff in about a month. A little quick update. Pressure tank is set. Drywallers were in again today and textured the ceiling. Sure if you can, yeah, you can see some of that detail. I believe all the rooms got their texture in. Spare bath, office, spare bed. I'm assuming they're just gonna paint over that, make it a little more subtle. The only other thing that we got into today was the drip edge. And holy smokes, that looks so much better. I still have some to come back and finish. That's tore off. There are some areas obviously that are still white. You can see here where they ran the plumbing for the water. Plugged in the wall right there. Trenched around to the well. I'm happy with how they did that. They capped where it was coming in originally per the builder. Came in right there. Now we just got to fix the rest of this drip edge. Hopefully we don't have any problems with the roof. They really did not want to replace the drip edge. Big work day, paint day actually. Everything's wet. Might not sneak in here. All the baseboards are getting done. Walls will be next. He's in there spraying some trim pieces. Doors will get painted black, I want to say within the next day or so. The gutters and downspouts went in. Spraying inside there, getting everything done. We're eager to be finished at this point. We're ready to wrap it up. The weather's starting to break. It's about a perfect time to get a yard put in, and as you can see, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So next update probably be once paint is complete and the cabinets are in. I would show you guys a little bit more inside, but the paint is very wet right now. They're still spraying, so I don't want to interrupt them too much. Stay tuned for the next one. Today they're putting the extra coat of paint on the interior, and we had just, you know, a couple things that need looked at. The corner of these gutters, you can see like some white silicone that was used. You can see it from the ground level. If I back up, put a flashing over that. They're gonna put some sort of flashing over that flashing. And then we just got some other small stuff. Doors, I believe, will be painted today or in the very near future. We went over the color choices there. We're gonna do a red door. No, I'm just kidding. Brooke would kill me. Black door, but we are gonna keep the inside white to match the trim work in the interior doors. Propane will come tomorrow. I need to decide if we're going over here on the side with the tank or if we're gonna tuck it away out back here. We did tell them to go ahead and put the steps off the right-hand side of the porch here. Cabinets went in. Check these cabinets out real quick. Check them out. We went with the flat painted gray, the light color. Cabinet pulls, the hardware needs to go on. There's where our stove will be. Microwave over the range, dishwasher, sink, refrigerator. Super exciting. Doors got painted. Everything is in. Just need to get hardware on it. And I believe we've got about 2 weeks left. 2 weeks. So 2 weeks whenever we do an update. Here's our bathroom vanities. Those are white. We did a little bit different floor in here. Different counters, different vanities than what we did in the kitchen. So that'll be cool to see once it all comes together. But as we do these updates, from now to 2 weeks from now, this will probably be done. Everything will be clean, floors will be in, it'll be livable. Time to move in, which I'm stoked for. All these cabinets are soft closing. I'm not gonna fingerprint them up right now because the hardware's not there, but very cool. Propane going in, leveling for the tank right now. Instead of tucking it up by the house, we decided to go down a little bit further. Looks like they're getting ready to set the tank now. This way it wouldn't be as visible from the road, but also just kind of out of the way of the house. If we do extend that driveway later on and do a pole barn or something down there, it'll kind of still be tucked out of the way. So we are gonna have to pay for some line from the corner of the house here down to the propane tank. Kind of the same thing we did with the electric. And we'll get that filled up and we'll be good to go. The house has taken a whole new form. The gables have been stained. The door's been painted black. Still got a couple small things to touch up. Need to put the last gable in, wrap the cedar. And after that, the exterior's pretty much done. Electrician was here today. We got the lights in. See the garage lights. Front door lights. Got the ring camera in there. We've got a couple can lights here also. And then some receptacles for security. Let's go inside. All of our smart light switches. Brooke, turn them on. Let's see it. Boom. Can lights are all in. Pendant lights are in. Boom. Brooke picked those out. Where'd you get those, Brooke? I forget. Amazon?
Amazon.
The Amazon special. I like them though. I like the straight rods instead of them like hanging. They turned out pretty cool. So we got most of our lights. We're still waiting on like the bedroom lights and the bathroom lights. The builder still needs to drop that material off. Here's another surprise. It's getting dark, it's hard to see. Bathroom tile is in. I'm gonna turn my flashlight on here to give you a little bit better look, and then we'll see it during the day. But there she is, all tiled in. We got the niche here. That niche was actually turned vertical, and I asked the contractor to flip it sideways. So instead of having a 12 by 20 vertical, we have a 12 by 20 horizontal. A little more shelf room there, thankfully, because we're gonna need it. We did have shelving put into. I didn't think we were getting shelving in the pantry, but we did. Brooke's happy with it, with the stacking. I think the only thing we need to do is make an area for a trash can. We might need to like cut this section out so we can put a trash can in here. We're still exploring options for Brooke's coffee bar here. So that is a work in progress. Boom, we got our dual ceiling fans in on the patio. There's them lit, there's them on. The cows are chilling out in the field. Probably can't see them. Oh, here we are all lit up. It looks good at night. Did the 2 can lights in the soffit on this side. We added a light here by the front door, and we did our own lights for these. We're digging it. Getting our shelves cut up for the master bedroom closet. Got a few more cuts to make, and then we'll hang them. All right, this mounded up dirt here is where they tied in the septic. So our sewage will be good to go. We're also installing the softener as well as the iron filtration right now. So I'll show you guys that in just a second. The only other thing we're getting into today is widening the drive and filling in, you know, just a couple low spots with leftover material that we have. This side of the drive is going to stay the same. The goal is to wire it out right here, kind of follow that whole string line up to a couple feet past the man door, and that will be a good parking landing slash turnaround spot. So they're on their way to get another piece of equipment, and then they'll be back. Meanwhile, I am hanging shelving in the master closet, and let me tell you, it is nerve-wracking drilling your first holes in brand new drywall. Here's our shelving situation so far. And this was nerve-wracking. Drilling holes in brand new walls. I mean, holy smokes. So far so good, I think. Hopefully Brooke's happy with it. I'm not skilled enough to do a 45 and feel confident in it. But I just ran the boards into one another. We'll probably cap rod, then go into the wall for more support on both sides. I think we got plenty of brackets. Put that little mender piece in there so we could get everything at the same level. The laminate looks good. I'm happy with it so far. We're gonna do one more level, and then later on we'll cut the rods and we'll be done. Here's the twin tank filtration for iron, and then the softener beside it. We still need to tap into the drain, whether we go over to the sink or we just poke through the wall and go out to the underground downspouts. That's probably gonna be the best bet there. The whole goal here was to be able to close in a small utility room and then have our half bath separate, and I think we are going to accomplish that. Still need to wait for chlorination, a water test from the health department, and then we will set the brine tank here somewhere, and then we'll tie all this in whenever the plumbing's finished. Hopefully we have enough time to get that done before the deadline. It's gonna be cutting it close. Here's all the insulation board that was installed today also. Looks decent. I'm gonna finish up on my shelving, and boy, I just cannot wait to be done. Floors. Cardboard is down covering them. They still have to come and do the finish trim. Kitchen and dining all laid. See if we can take a sneak peek. There's the floors. So we got the same LVT in the kitchen, dining, laundry area. It's a little easier to see in this bathroom than it is in the other bathroom because we don't have lights yet. Here's what we got going on in here. It's another LVT, more gray in this one. This will be carpet, closet will be carpet. Oh yeah, got the shelves done pretty much. We got to get a couple more end knobs like that. Need one there, and I think 2 on this one. Yeah, but the shelving actually turned out really good. Got 2-tiered to hang. Shame any Christmas. Did you turn the... Oh, we got our thermostat. The air's on.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
What the? Hello? Set on 72. Now you're really paying for electricity.
I'm not even living here.
Let's go downstairs and see what's going on. The dehumidifier's running. That's plugged in. Yeah, it's running.
Next update coming soon.
We have carpet. Carpet got laid today. Some of the siding issues were fixed, or were supposed to be fixed. We're still checking stuff out. The lights got put in, the correct color lights. Got carpet in the bedrooms.
For some reason, I didn't know we were getting a light right here.
A little hallway light.
Yeah.
And then try and flip that on, would you? Got our lights installed over the vanities. Of course, those floors were already in. Try not to touch those because my hands are dirty. Carpet in all the rooms. We now have flooring laid everywhere. Did not know we were getting carpet today. Really, the only things that need to be done now are countertops, trim, which the trim guy does. I believe the outside would work too. Plumbing, final, needs done. The well got chlorinated today, so we're gonna run that water out tomorrow. The filtration and the softener will get hooked up first thing next week. And then I believe we have countertops, plumbing, and cleaning scheduled next week, and we will be done. We'll just have to go through and make marks for like areas that need fixed, like marks on the walls. You probably can't really see that, but like marks there, like mud work that needs done, any repairs that need to be made. They'll do a walkthrough and fix that the next weekend, hopefully. Boom! Check it out. We were hoping for grain and we got grain. So this was supposed to be a 12-inch eat-in ledge. We added 6 inches. Yeah, so 18-inch total eat-in ledge on the island. So this is a little bit bigger than what you would normally get.
Make me wait.
Brooke's pumped. This is the, I don't want to mispronounce it because I think it looks like a typo, but it's not. Bianco, I thought it was Blanco, but Bianco Calcutta, I think is the name of it. But anyways, it's a quartz with the gray grain to match the cabinets, and we're loving it. I think it looks good. Need to look over it, make sure we don't need any changes. They did go ahead and cut the shelving in there. I was gonna do our own shelving. They installed this. We're gonna just choose to love it. They need to patch the holes from the shelving, but now we can fit our trash can in the pantry. On to the bathrooms. We went with an included quartz countertop. Just did a gray. It does have some flake in it, and that just kind of matches our color scheme we got going on. We dig it, we dig it. Counter number 2 in the bathroom. Plumbing tomorrow. Hopefully the trim carpenter comes back and finishes up outside. You guys kind of saw the process that we were dealing with yesterday with all that. I don't know if I can show you guys. There's what we ended up with the beam. So the siding company needs to come back and dress that soffit again. And then they need to wrap these poles yet. Brooke's gonna kill me because my socks are gonna be dirty now. We stubbed through the wall down in the basement to get our drain for the softener to go into our downspouts. Where is the stub? Right there. So that is going to backfeed into the downspouts rather than going through like the sink or the sump pump. And that way you don't put that brine in your sump pump. It doesn't go through your drains. It goes straight to the downspouts. So iron filtration, softener, pressure tank. Plumber will probably set the hot water tank over there tomorrow. This is all pretty much prepped and ready to go. We just need to have the brine tank down here. And yeah, hopefully we can get that taken care of soon. And also I need to make sure they do not stub in and run water tomorrow. Trying to get a lot done in a short period of time so that we can stay on track with this closing. Really hoping to wrap up this week, do our walkthrough next week, closing next week, and move in the following. Tomorrow we'll show you guys hopefully a finished back deck and hopefully a finished front porch and our plumbing fixtures. Peace. We're back. Plumbing is in. Fixtures there. Water's ran. Backsplash. Let me back up. Backsplash is done. We went with a simple white subway tile, white Schluter strip. I feel like a light gray would have looked just as good, but white looks cool. Pretty happy with it. This will be fun. Got to put our over the range microwave there, so we're gonna have to drill through the new tile. Looking good. Got some holes patched there. Went through some of our lists today, so hopefully all that gets fixed. We're struggling with the furnace. Brooke's not happy. Got the black rainfall. Nice. Left their Allen wrench in there. Very cool. So the rest of the night we are going to do a little bit of sweeping. We're gonna sweep out the vents. I'm gonna check the filter for the AC. See why our AC is not catching up the way that it's supposed to. And then tomorrow, I believe the trim carpenter comes back. We'll have our back porch finished and our front porch area finished, except for the siding. They need to come back and put the soffit back up and dress that out. We're gonna get to cleaning. See you tomorrow. Gables up, posts are wrapped. Only thing left on the exterior is for the siding company to come and soffit those areas. They're huge.
Really big.
Unfortunately, it does not look like the deck was totally finished. Gotta set all these posts yet. Get some steps on the side here. So they must be coming back to do that next week if they don't come back this weekend. The AC is running. We were told we had a loose wire. That's what gave us a scare last night. Trim carpenter got the hand railing and kind of dressed up the basement stairwell a little bit. So just got to finish the back deck and their work will be done. Siding company needs to come back, touch ups and some remedies, and we'll be finished. Today is going to be a patience tester. Got the siding crew in here. We got the orientation and the punch list to go over. So it's time to make some decisions. Get this stuff taken care of once and for all. Let's get after it. Cleaning crew is in. Back porch is done. Posts are in. Deck is down. Cleaning is taking place. First kind of full look at the floors. And now we're trying to replenish this hot water tank. Pumping it through that drain now that we have our filtration and everything hooked up. And then these guys should kick in and we should have nice, clean water, hot and cold. We have had a heck of a last couple days. Posts got stained. The siding company came back out and redressed this gable area. Looks so much better. Today we've moved trim from the garage to the basement. We went through like a tentative punch list. And yeah, the stuff just needs to get remedied. The bank came out today to do their inspection. Closing should happen this week. Punch list should be remedied this week. We did have a countertop gouge, unfortunately. Don't really know what happened. Cleaning crew was in here, and then that evening we had a gouge in the countertop, which sucks. So hopefully they take care of that. They're supposed to look at that tomorrow, if not by the photo, to see what they need to do. Sink needs replaced. Couple other things here and there that need to be fixed, but other than that, you know, most of the stuff's just cosmetic. Downspouts do need to get tied in here in the front. We weren't going to do them, but we had a hard rain and rain was running over the end caps of the gutters, so we decided to go ahead and tie them in. We came up with a way that's aesthetically pleasing, so hopefully it looks good and operates the way that it's supposed to. Really hoping that at the end of this week into next week we can start moving and finally close this chapter and start a new one. All right, we're losing daylight. The moon is coming up. Better get cleaning. Coffee table and couch delivered. We need the sink replaced and reset. The slab fixed, well, replaced from the gouge. And then we got our shower door in. Unfortunately, not entirely happy with the shower door. Looks good from far away. Some things that need attention. All in all, it can and hopefully will be cool. After that, we just have some siding little issues to fix outside. Mostly just redressing around this post here. A couple touch-ups. Front door needs fixed-ish. And then we're done. We're gonna move in.
Yeah, and then I can vacuum better right here.
And then Brooke can vacuum better right here.
Yeah.
Unloading the mower. Today is a good day. We went through the punch list, wrote everything down and signed off on everything that needs fixed still before we move in, but we're pretty much ready to move in. We started moving stuff. Didn't film a lot of that because we were trying to bust butt and get it done, but now we are headed to rent out a storage unit, and then after that we're gonna go shopping. We need to get some shelving for the inventory, and then probably some TVs, some mounts, a couple other groceries. We need to fill the pantry and fill the fridge so that we can live. Other than that, we're just gonna go have a decent day, and then we're gonna move stuff around at the house, get the garage emptied out, and get stuff where it's supposed to be.
We're on vacation.
We're on vacation. Passing tractor. Not filming and driving. Best Buy with my best bud. Here today doing the grade work. We're gonna widen the driveway just a wee bit, if you can see that string line. They're here pushing the grade a little bit better towards the house, trying to keep the water away. We're gonna get that all level-ish up to the man door here. Kind of taper off. And then just, yeah, get the final grade a little bit better around the house. It's not terrible to begin with. We've got this garage door adjustment and weather strip replaced, and then a couple things on the punch list need replaced. We're done. Here's how we're looking so far. Cut out there a little wider. A couple low spots, wet spots to fill. Grade is looking beautiful. A lot better up by the house. Still have a gradual slope to the pond. It's looking great. Almost finished. All right, we are kind of moved in, getting settled in. You can see we've got some of our stuff in the garage. I got this on 0.5, so it's really not that big. Here's regular view. I just want you guys to be able to see everything. I'm gonna do a little video tour, and this might make the cut on the video, might not. Might just do pictures and kind of show you guys around. Ignore the load of laundry being ran, but as soon as you come inside, you got the laundry room. We've got all of our, well, almost all of our appliances in. Then we make our way to this little landing, mudroom area, front door. Right here we've got coat closet, keep our hangers to help do laundry, a few pairs of shoes, stuff like that. Here is the basement, which we can check out real briefly here. It's all unfinished and it's most of our unpacking. So we'll have weight room stuff over here. Got our freezer over there for now. We got the hot water tank, furnace. We should be able to do like a bar area there. Living space in the middle where the mattress cover and the kayaks are. A little poker area back there. So this is a project for another day. Probably a whole other part of the series. As soon as you walk in, you get to the great room area. Got the couch here. Coffee table, nice large bay window. All these curtains hung finally. I got all the curtains hung, TVs hung. We were able to squeeze a 65 in there. Into the kitchen area. We did have our island slab replaced and our sink replaced. Still need to put another dishwasher in there. Dishwasher was broken, manufacturer defect, unfortunately. Got our sink rack in now. Brand new sink, brand new slab. Brooke will eventually have that coffee station right here. We got the slab this week. Still waiting on the cabinet to come in. And then we'll have that installed. This corner, we've got a pantry area. Ignore the clutter. But it's pretty spacious. 4 shelves, cut that one out to make some room for the trash can. We've got what will be my office studio storage for inventory. It's still a work in progress. Got the futon here. Probably have the tripod set up here in future videos. TV up on that wall, maybe some signs. And then we've got my work area, some more storage here. Got the spare bathroom here. Nothing special, just the vanity with the gray quartz. Hey, yo, what up? And then we've got this tub shower here. Yeah, we got our under and over the cabinet lights on right now. There's the pendant lights. And the master. Got our bed that Brooke did a lot of the work, but together with a little bit of hope, we sanded and stained this bed. We need to get our moving men out from underneath of it. Got the TV hung. Here's our master closet, which is jam-packed. We've got everything in here. We still got some more that we need to move in. Got a pocket door for that. Crucial. Saved us a couple feet of space in there so that the door doesn't have to swing open. We've got our master bath. Again, about the same size vanity as what's in the spare. Toilet shower. The shower has been a little bit of a fiasco. We had to go back and redo it. When we did redo it, I had them flip the door so it would open towards the toilet. It's a lot easier to get out and get your towel instead of having to come all the way out of the shower to get your towel if it's like over here near the toilet. It doesn't open all the way into the toilet, which is nice, and there's still room for our towels to hang. Tile in there. It's nice and spacious, but unfortunately when they came to reset it and level the door, we did have a tile crack at the base there, and we've got some scuff marks on the tiles. You can kind of see through the glass there and above there. So the shower's gonna get tore apart again, which sucks, but needs to be done. The only other thing that we really have to show you guys is the outside and then this back patio area. We got the bugs in the screen. Got the ceiling fans up. Got our chairs chilling out here. We still need to figure something out with the railing. We need to get our steps in the front and the back buttoned up. But yeah, this is the view on the back patio. And Brooke's chilling on the couch, waiting to watch some football. If you guys made it this far, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking it out to the end. Enjoy this time lapse of the exterior build and progress of the house. If you guys have any questions about the home build, feel free to drop those in the comments below, or as always, you can hit me up on IG. The handle is the same, at AllABSneakers. We wanted this video to revolve around the brighter side of building a home. We're gonna follow it up with another video explaining the experience in detail, going a little bit further in depth for some of the hardships that we faced along the journey. So if you wanna watch that, stay tuned for the next one. Turn on those notifications, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. And as always, do not forget, this is all about sneakers.